calculated on the principal portion of loan or the original contribution to a saving account. Simple interest does not compound, meaningful that as account holder will only gain interest on the principal and borrower will never have to pay interest already accrued. Simple interest formula. I equals PRT and P equals I slash RT. R equals I slash PT. T equals I slash PR. The example of simple interest. John borrowed 1,000 pesos with an interest rate of 10% per month. What is the simple interest after 8 months? Given 1,000, P equals 1,000, R equals 10% or 0.10, T equals 8. So, I equals PRT equals 1,000, 0. Open parenthesis, 0.10, close parenthesis, open parenthesis 8, and close parenthesis equals 800. He will have 800 pesos as simple interest. All in all, he will pay 1,800 including from the principal amount and the interest. That's all.
Finding the final amount in a word problem on compound interest. Suppose that $2,000 is loaned at a rate of 13% compound semi-annually, assuming that no payments are made. Find the amount owed after 4 years. So, una natin gagawin ay i-mark muna natin yung ating mga important informations. So, ang una natin ay ang $2,000 which is ang ating initial principal. Second is 13% which is ang ating interest rate. And itong semi-annually which is 2 years, equivalent siya sa 2 years. And next is ang 4 years which is ang ating time. Okay, after nun, ililista na rin natin siya as ganito. So, A ang ating total amount, yan yung ating hahanapin. P ang ating initial principal, ang $2,000. R ang ating interest rate, which is ang 13%. At kailangan natin siya i-convert as decimal para ma-solve natin siya mamaya. And N for, ito yung semi-annually, yung equivalent siya sa 2 years. So, N meaning number of times per year. So, compounded semi-annually, yan yung sinasabing 2 years. And then, ang 4 years yan ang ating time. And then, after that, ilalagay na natin ang ating compound interest formula. Which is ito. A is equals to initial principal. And then, yung 1 given na yan, positive, negative. Interest rate over number of times per year. And then, ang ating number of times per year. Okay, ang susunod natin gagawin ay ang isusulat na natin dito ang ating initial principal, P. It is equals to $2,000. Yan yung niloan. And then, ito times natin siya sa 1. Yan ang given. 1 plus 0.13. Yan ang ating interest rate over 2. Ang 2 naman, yan ang ating number of times per year. Okay, so ito muna ang ating susolve, yung 1 plus 0.13 over 2 to the power of 2. Tapos ito times natin siya sa 4. Okay, so ang magiging sagot dito ay 1.065 to the power of 8. After natin makuha to, yung sagot natin dito sa ating formula, ito-times na natin yung ating initial principal which is ang $2,000 dito sa nakuha natin sa 1.065 to the power of 8. So, ang kakalabasan dyan, kapag minultiply mo silang dalawa, 3,309.99. So, ito na ang ating hinahanap na final amount para sa ating problem.
Good morning sa inyo lahat. Ang topic ko po ay ang simple interest. At ituturo ko po sa inyo paano hanapin ang principal sa simple interest. Una, ang given natin, ang rate niya ay 2.5% at ang time 4, interest 1,600. Ang una, ang formula na gagamitin natin ay ito. IS equals PRT at i-divide natin siya sa RT. So, pag na-divide na natin sa RT, itong dalawang RT na to ay mariremove na. So, ang natira na lang is PIS RT. So, susunod gagawin natin ay ilalagay na natin yung mga unang interest. Ang interest natin ay 1.6. So, 1.6 divide. Ang rate naman natin ay 2.5. So, kung i-convert natin siya, ay kung tatanggalin natin ang percent, magiging 0.025. At yung time naman, multiply by 4. So, 1,600 divide 0.025 multiplied by 4 equals, ang principal natin ngayon ay 16,000. Tapos, 16,000. At sunod naman ay ang second given natin. Principal pa rin ang hanapin natin, pero ang rate niya ay 2.5% time 8 and interest 1,700. So, ganun pa din ang formula na gagamitin natin. IS equals PRT divide both sides by RT at matatanggal na to at ang matitira na lang is PIS divide RT. So, ang interest natin ay 1,700 of divide, ang rate natin is 0.025 at ang time natin ay multiply by 8. So, kung 1,700 divide 0.025 multiply by 8, ang kalalabasan niya ay 8,500. So, ang principal natin sa second given natin ay 8,500.
So ngayon, hahanapin natin yung time. So, susulat muna natin yung formula. At ang formula ay I equals PRT. So, ibig sabihin nan, I interest, P principal, R rate, at itong time, yan yung hinahanap natin. So, isusulat lang natin. Isa-isahin lang natin. So, ang I, itong $100. Okay, sinulat ko pa to. At yung P, yung principal 1,000. Yung rate, itong 8%. So, itong 8% dapat i-decimal natin to. Kaya 8 divided by 100. So, para maging decimal. So, ang sagot dyan 0.08. So, ito ang hinahanap natin yung time. So, para mahanap natin to, ipagta-times lang natin to. Kokopyahin lang natin to yung pagkakasunod-sunod. So, I, ano ba yung I natin? 100 equals, etong P, 1,000 times 0.08 times T. Yan. So, ang sagot dito pag pinag-times mo yan ay 80. So, ang 80, ipag-divide natin siya sa sarili niya at dito sa interest sa 100. So, 80T. 80. 100. 80. Cancel. So, ito, yung dalawang yan, pag-divide mo yan. So, ang sagot dyan ay 1.25 equals T. So, ito na yung sagot dito sa hinahanap natin na time. Ito na ang time.
Rate of interest. Dito malalaman kung gaano kalaki ang makukuha mo sa invest mo o sa pinahiram mong pera. Ito ang formula na pwede natin gamitin para mahanap ang interest rate. Ken borrowed 5,000 pesos on November 2010. He promised to add 1,000 pesos when he returned the borrowed money on November 2011. How much is the interest rate of the borrowed money? Ito ang given na makukuha natin sa ating word problem. At ang hinahanap natin ay ang rate of interest. Substitute lang natin ang given sa formula at isolve. At makukuha na natin ang sagot na 0.2 or 20% interest rate. Joel made a loan amounting 12,000 pesos last January 2005. If he paid 12,600 on January 2007, how much is the interest rate of the loan? Ito ang makukuha nating given sa ating word problem. At ang kailangan nating hanapin ay ang interest at ang rate of interest. Ito ang formula na kailangan natin gamitin upang mahanap ang interest. I-substitute lang ang given sa formula at isolve at makukuha natin ang sagot na 600 pesos. Pagkatapos ay i-substitute na natin ang principal, time at ang interest sa formula natin kanina para mahanap ang rate of interest at isolve para makuha natin ang sagot na 0.025 o 2.5%.
Next is yung ordinary and exact interest. So, gagamitin lang natin ito kapag yung given time is days. So, una is yung formula sa ordinary interest. IO is equals to PR times number of days over 360. Yung PR is yun yung principal and yung rate. Next naman is yung formula sa exact interest. So, yung formula dito is IE is equals to PR times number of days over 365. Yung sa ordinary is over 360. Pero dito sa exact is 365. Example number 1. Lisa borrowed 14,600 pesos from a bank that charges 6% interest rate. How much will she pay the bank after 145 days? Since hindi specify ang formulang gagamitin, automatically, yung ordinary interest yung gagamitin natin kagad. Which is IO is equals to PR times number of days over 360. Ito yung formula natin. First, kuhain muna natin yung given, which is, hanapin natin yung P, si R, tsaka si T. Si P is 14,600. Next naman si R, rate, which is 6%. Yung time is 145 days over 360 since ordinary interest yung gagamitin nating formula. Ayun, nakuha na natin yung given. So, bali, i-input na natin siya lahat sa formula ng ordinary interest. So, IO is equals to P, which is 14,600. 0.06, which galing siya sa 6%. Then times 145 over 360. So, bale, ang gagawin natin, pag multiply natin silang lahat, yung sagot is 352.83. Ito yung ordinary interest natin. Next question. How much will Judy earn in her investment of 19,600 at 2% interest rate for 98 days at exact interest? So, since dito, na-specified kung anong formulang gagamitin, which is exact interest. Yung formulang gagamitin natin is yung exact interest, which is IE is equals to PR times number of days over 365. Kuhain muna natin yung given. So, una is yung principal, which is 19,600. Next is yung rate, 2%. Convert natin siya sa decimal is equals to 0.02. Next is yung time, which is 98 days over 365. Ayun, nakuha na natin yung lahat ng given. So, bali, gagawin natin is i-input na lang natin siya. So, IE is equals to P, which is 19,600. Then, yung R natin is yung 0.02 times 98 over 365. Against the light pa siya. Ayan. So, bali, sagot niyan, pag minultiply natin silang lahat, giging 105.25. Ito po yung final answer natin para sa exact interest. So, yun lang po. Ito po yung ordinary and exact interest.
Sa actual time, gagamitin natin ng eksaktong araw ng mga buwan. Pero sa approximate time, lahat ng buwan ay magiging 30 days. Kung hindi specific ang sinabi sa problem kung ano ang gagamitin, actual time ang kukunin. Example, last January 5, 2019, Carl made a loan amounting of 10,500 pesos at 3% interest rate. If he promised to pay on June 10, 2019, how much interest should Carl pay? Para makuha ang actual time, kunin na eksaktong araw ng January at i-minus iyon sa 5 na galing sa problem. Tapos, kunin din ang eksaktong mga araw ng mga kasunod na buwan hanggang sa marating ito sa katapusan na buwan na sinabi sa problem. Ipag-add lang ang mga nakuwang araw at makuha mo na ang actual time. Para naman sa approximate time, lahat ng buwan ay magiging 30 days maliban lang sa katapusan na buwan na given sa problem. Ipag-add lang lahat ng mga nakuwang araw at makukuha mo na ang approximate time. Ang hinahanap sa problem ay ang interest. Para makuha ang interest, kinlaan natin ang principal, rate at saka time. Ang principal natin ay 10,500 at ang rate natin ay 3% at ang time natin gagamitin ay ang actual time.
dahil hindi naman specific yung sinabi sa problem kung ano ang gagamitin. Kaya 155 over 360. 360 ang ating gagamitin dahil hindi naman specific yung sinabi sa problem kung ordinary o exact interest ang gagamitin. At para makuha ang interest, ipag-times lang ang principal, rate at saka time. At makukuha na natin ang interest rate na 135.45. At ganoon ang paraan kung paano kukunin ang actual time at approximate time at kung paano iyon gagamitin sa problem.
Hi, we are now talking about simple interest. First of all, what is simple interest? Simple interest is the interest calculated on the principal portion of a loan or the original contribution to a savings account. Simple interest does not compound, meaning that an account holder will only gain interest on the principal, and a borrower will never have to pay interest on interest already occurred. Let's have an example. Henry borrowed 5,000 pesos from a bank at interest rate of 12% per year for a 2 years period. How much interest does he have to pay on the bank at the end of 2 years? So now we're having our solution, the PRT. The principal, or P, is the amount of money deposited or borrowed. The interest rate, R, is a percent of the principal earned or paid. The time, or T, is the length of time the money is deposited or borrowed. So in our question, we have a principal of 5,000 pesos, the rate of 12%, and time of 2 years. So, the simple interest is 5,000 times 12% times 2 is equals to 1,200 pesos. So, Henry has to pay the bank of 1,200 pesos at the end of 2 years. I hope you learned something from me, and that is all for simple interest.